Good evening. It is my pleasure to welcome you to West Point High School's very first graduation ceremony. At this time, I'd like to ask everyone to please stand and remain standing for the singing of our national anthem and the presentation of the colors.
Strides and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
I think we're off to a great start. As we begin this evening, I would like to recognize some dignitaries that are here with us on stage. And so as I call your name, please stand to be recognized. Dr. Elda Luna Nahara, the Tulsa Union High School District Governing Board Vice President. Governing Board members, Mr. Stephen Chapman, Mr. Devin Del Palacio, and Dr. Kino Flores. Also on stage with me this evening is our superintendent, Mrs. Nora Gutierrez, our assistant superintendent for human resources, Mr. Juan Ceja, and our director of federal grants and programs, Dr. Rosalba Lagunas. It's now my honor to bring to the microphone our first student speaker for our welcome. Welcome, Julian.
Please be seated. Good evening. My name is Julian Angelo Hernandez, and I'm one of the senior class representatives at West Point High School. It is an honor being up here today to welcome the faculty and staff, parents, siblings, friends, loved ones, and most importantly, my fellow Dragons of the class of 2022. This is the first West Point High School graduation ceremony. Thank you to everyone who has gathered here this evening to witness this celebration and our new beginnings. I would like to take a moment and thank the administration and teachers for helping us achieve this milestone. Without their dedication and commitment to teaching us, we might not be here today. So for that, we are truly grateful. It has been such a privilege and an honor to attend West Point High School. I know that we as a class will cherish the memories we have made and the friendships we have formed. It is my hope that we greet the future with anticipation and remember the people that have helped motivate and inspire us throughout our journey. As I stand here before you, looking back on the last 3 years, I, like you, am grateful for this journey. My wish for all of us is to never give up and strive for our dreams. Thank you. It is now my honor to introduce Ms. Nora Gutierrez, Superintendent of the Tolleson Union High School District.
Thank you. Good evening. I am honored to be here tonight with all of you to recognize the graduates from West Point High School. I would like to begin by sharing my most sincere appreciation and thanking you all, the parents, family, community members, administrators, teachers, and staff for your unyielding support during the most difficult years due to the pandemic. Thank you, parents, teachers, staff, community members, family, all of you, again, on my behalf and on behalf of the Tolleson Union High School District Governing Board. Students, in spite of every obstacle that COVID placed before you, you kept your focus on the goal of academic achievement and graduating from high school. I believe that I can honestly say that you have had the most difficult high school experience in many generations. I am grateful that we're all here together tonight celebrating your accomplishments as you move forward to the next phase of your passage into the world. Tonight, I hope you absorb the pride, love, excitement, and pure joy in the faces of those who have been there with you throughout your journey. And when you leave here to celebrate your graduation, please don't forget to say thank you. Thank you to those who have been in your corner every step of the way. To the graduating class of 2022, I am very proud of each and every one of you. With support from your families, the teachers, please stand. Your administrators and staff, you remain steadfast and focused on academic achievement in spite of the many obstacles that you had to overcome, including the pandemic. Now you are ready to continue your journey in life. Your decisions and choices will determine your future. I have no doubt that you will continue to shine bright and use what you've learned at school with us to make a positive difference. Students, you've been absolutely amazing. And before you leave, I have one more challenge for you. It is simple, very simple, but it's disappointing how many people don't do this anymore. I challenge each and every one of you to take one positive step every day by saying these three phrases to someone else daily. Really simple. I know you'll remember these three phrases. Excuse me, please, and thank you. Please, let's bring courtesy and kindness back. You are the positive change that our communities and the world needs. In everything you do it with pride. It's your turn to choose and define what success means to you. I wish you the best in college, in career, and in life. Thank you. And it is my pleasure to introduce our governing board vice president, Dr. Luna Najera.
Good evening. Buenas noches. You did it. Congratulations. Lo lograron. Felicidades. You have reached an important milestone and we celebrate your accomplishment today. I do not know the struggles you have had to overcome to get here. I do not know the losses you have suffered. I only know of your resilience and your determination to reach this day. You made it and you did not give up. I thank those that have supported you through your journey thus far. I encourage you to continue to lean on them. I am sure they want the best for you. Continue to seek those out that help you feel hopeful and believe in you. I want to take a moment to recognize and welcome parents, guardians, caregivers, extended family members, and friends to your celebration. Quiero tomar un momento para reconocer y dar la bienvenida a los padres, tutores, familiares y amigos a su celebración. As a youth mental health professional, I am sometimes asked what skills young people should have or develop before they leave high school. I will share my answers with you. Number 1, self-care. Be consistent and intentional with your emotional and physical well-being. Be good to yourself and give yourself grace when things get tough. Try to be the best version of yourself and understand that no one is perfect. Number 2, be empathic and kind to those around you. You never know what others are going through. Your kindness might be the reason why someone smiles that day. Number 3, pay it forward. Your strength is your community. Give back when you can and make our world a better place. Number 4, never stop learning, whether it be a hobby, a sport, or a new skill for personal or professional reasons. Life gives you opportunities to learn new things every single day. Take advantage of those opportunities. And number 5, dream big. The future is yours and the opportunities are endless. You are our future leaders and you should lead with dignity, decency, and compassion. The sky's the limit. As you embark on the next part of your journey, remember that there is only one of you. You matter. You are someone's everything. Never forget the curiosity of your 5-year-old self. Don't be afraid to ask questions and have fun in the process. Remember your opinionated 10-year-old self. Speak your mind and share your knowledge with others. Let us not forget your unique and caring 15-year-old self. Always be true to yourself and remember the value of relationships and friendships. Most importantly, never forget the determined, confident, and independent high school senior that just walked into the stadium. Own your journey. Make your decisions with confidence. Surround yourself with those that love you and care for you. Remember, the only thing we can count on is change, and change is necessary for growth. So tonight, take it all in. We see you. We celebrate you. Felicidades, clase de 2022. Congratulations, class of 2022.
Yours is 25, huh? Is that Whitaker?
My name is Aiden Whitaker, and I'm honored to be here to speak this evening.
Whitaker.
18 years ago today, I was born here in Arizona. And I've lived here in Avondale for my entire life. Before attending West Point, I was at Westview. And before that, I attended a small K-8 elementary school that you may have noticed across the street from West Point. I had the pleasure of being a part of West Point's first sophomore class, and I'm the first graduate from the Leadership Academy. We as a community have faced many of the challenges that come with being a new school, such as trying to carve out an identity for ourselves, trying to establish new programs, trying to establish new events, and trying to navigate a global pandemic. So maybe not all new schools know what that last one, but it sure is a challenge we faced. I'm sure many of you remember by the numerous frustrations that came with all of these firsts. But I'm also sure you found ways to be a part of these programs and to shape these events. We, as the first graduating class of West Point High School, may have had to overcome more obstacles than our successors will or our competitors have. But in return, we were given the unique opportunity to create the traditions and culture of our campus that will be passed on to everyone from our current juniors to our future freshmen and beyond. We have all faced our individual struggles and our individual triumphs, but now the training wheels are coming off. And it's time to face an entirely new world that lies ahead. While it may not be entirely fair, most people require two things to see you as a responsible adult. Those being a high school diploma and reaching 18 years of age. All of you have received the first of these, and most have achieved the second. Along with these milestones comes new freedoms and new expectations that I'm sure each and every one of us can meet with success. As I mentioned at the start of my speech, West Point has been my world, and I know many of you are in the same boat. The fear of the impending changes is felt the same by all of us. That is why it is crucial to enjoy the achievement that you have accomplished today. I know how easy it is to want to get right back to work and to panic about what comes next. But I implore you to take a break, to appreciate this moment, and to be proud of yourself. Because right now, you have accomplished something worthy of all of those things. The future always comes, but at least you'll know you're ready for it when it does. Thank you all for the opportunity to be a part of this together. And good luck wherever your future state may take you. Congratulations, class of 2022.
I'd like to introduce a few more guests who have been able to join us this evening. Mr. Freddie Villalon, the president of the Tolleson Union High School District. And Mrs. Mindy Westover, the assistant superintendent for curriculum and instruction. now my honor to introduce to you for their first graduation performance, the West Point High School Concert Choir under the direction of Abby Eckert.
He's one of calls me coach. He calls me coach. Who's that? Caitlin O'Hara. Well, she's top 1% to me.
She was top 10 to me.
She's my girl. That was my boy. We'll be here in 2 years for you. 3 years.
That we will never meet again in this lifetime. So let me say before we part.
Is dear when I learn from you, you'll be with me. Like a handprint on my heart. And now whatever way our stories end, I know you have it in mind, but being my friend.
Did you send? Did you send some pictures to your mom? The one we took at the house?
No, I have it on my phone. I have it on here.
Oh. Huh?
And just to clear the air, I ask forgiveness for the things I've done you blame me for.
And I guess we know there's blame to share.
And none of it seems to matter anymore. Like a ship from its loving by the wind of the sea, like a stream that moves apart in the wood. Who can say?
Early in the morning. Meet Roberts at 12 in a place called Robert.
I have changed. Because I knew you.
Are they like a band? That's my baby.
Good evening, everyone. I'm incredibly honored to be given this opportunity to be here. Thank you so much for everyone, students and staff, for your hard efforts and all that you have done for this day to happen. My name is Tracy, and I, alongside with you guys, am part of the first graduating class from West Point High School. To be honest, I'm scared out of my mind. I'm not one to have sweaty palms, but I'm really nervous and uncomfortable right now, especially with Ms. Haskins behind me. But that doesn't matter, because I've been given the honor of speaking here today to all of you today when our class will be making history for future generations at West Point. Let me start off with being quite frank with you. Our journey of these past 3 school years is quite, let me think, interesting, abnormal, unprecedented. If you didn't know about that word, the online definition is never done or known before. That's just a word I felt the need to put in there to make myself look smarter. Anyways, I want to quickly recite a quote. We're not always in the position that we want to be at. We're constantly growing, we're constantly making mistakes, we're constantly trying to express ourselves and trying to actualize our dreams. This was said from an intelligent individual, and Kanye West. I don't know if you are fully registering it yet, but I just want to remind you that we went through a lot these past few years. We went through the dangers of a global pandemic, experienced a year or so of burnout from online learning, and possibly got an early case of senioritis. But despite all of that events, it's pretty impressive that we're still here. It shows that despite the unfortunate circumstances that we were put in, we still made it, especially as the first graduating class and the most good-looking class. So please, let's give each other a round of applause as we did for understanding the fact that no one can be better than us. Like I said, we are quite a unique class. Past nor future classes would be in the same position as we are. It's really crazy to think about, but if I were to be real with you, whenever you're feeling it or not, we're gonna make history. Yeah, future graduating classes won't remember or care too much about us since they don't know us. But personally, that's not a disregard to all the things that we first once experiencing this. We're going to be creating traditions, inspiring new traditions, and creating legacies. Think about it. We're carving a path for future generations to follow. But that doesn't change the fact that that won't be ever better than us. So be proud of how far we've gone as individuals and as a whole. We're going all out into this gigantic, scary world. I'm sure you all, each and one of you, will leave an imprint in some way or another. Whether it is to pursue the entertainment field, health field, business field, education field, science or technology, wherever you go, I'm sure you will achieve greatness. And if you become as rich as Elon Musk, call me. Thank you for the teachers and staff for helping organize this. Thank you for the parents and family for coming. Thank you for the class of 2022 for being part of my journey, as well as letting me be a part of yours. Let's all look forward into the next chapters of our lives. Even if it's terrifying, it'll be worth it in the end. I wish you all success and happiness. Congratulations to 2021.
What a night. Am I wrong? What a night. What a joyous night. Seniors, I told you before we came out that this night was not just about you, that you have a crowd of people here that have been waiting for 16, 17, 18, 19 years, however old you are tonight. They've been waiting for this night to see you walk out in this cap and gown. Please do me a favor. Graduates, please stand and turn and give a standing ovation to the families and friends that came to see you tonight. Thank you, graduates. Graduates, please be seated. So to the parents and the families and friends in the stands, I have the honor to speak to you on behalf of the staff at West Point. And I will tell you, we share in your pride when the music started and they walked out. And they do look pretty good in these red caps and gowns, don't they? They look really good. Students, the entire staff and community are celebrating you this evening for what you have achieved. And you will always have a special place in our hearts because you're the first. You're our first students and our first graduates. And that means a lot to us. And I know that that has been a lot to you as a class. So I want to share a little bit about these students in front of you. The first thing I would like to share is, many of our parents may have been wondering when they saw the caps and gowns and tassels, why are the tassels red and orange and yellow? Why aren't they black? Your school colors are red and black. Why are they different colors? From the beginning, we knew that this group of dragons would come into the school and breathe fire into an amazing campus and bring it to life. That fire became the expectations and standards that we hold for ourselves. To be focused, to have integrity, to have respect, and to be excellent. And this evening, that is the celebration we are having. So who else are these students standing before you? I'm going to ask students that you stand when I call a group that you have been involved in and remain standing for a few seconds so that your parents and others can recognize you. Who are these students? They are scholars and athletes and musicians. They are scientists and artists and dancers and engineers, technical experts and leaders. And in just a moment, I'm going to ask each group to stand up individually. They are multilingual, they are compassionate, and they are aware of their impact on the community. And we have watched that grow for the last 3 years in all that they have done on campus. So please share with me in recognizing some of the things that have happened on our campus and the things your students have been involved with. Students, if you took an AP class at West Point, please stand. Please be seated. Students, if you were part of a CTE program or a WestMech program, please stand. Be seated. If you are a member of the National Honor Society, please stand. You can be seated, thank you. If you have been accepted into a college, university, or any post-secondary education program, please stand. You may be seated. If you will be joining the armed services in service to our nation, please stand. Thank you. If you were an athlete any year that you were at West Point, please stand. Thank you. Students, if you were in the top 5% of our class, please stand. Please remain standing if you are in the top 3% of the class. remain standing if you are in the top 1% of your class. Thank you. If you have served as a leader in any way on our campus, please stand. Thank you. If you've been part of any club, organization, or activity, please stand. If you are an artist, or a dancer, or a musician, a singer, or an actor at West Point, please stand. Thank you. If you graduated early from West Point, please stand. If you are a proud teacher, staff member, administrator, or support staff of these amazing dragons, please stand. This staff has worked harder than any other staff that I've ever worked with. They opened a new school, they welcomed you, they helped you build a culture, and then they took you through some tough times. And we're out on the other side of it, and I'm very thankful for the work that they did to help support you all the way through. These students collectively have already earned over $7.5 million in academic scholarships. They have competed in so many ways. Sometimes they won, and sometimes they lost, but every time they grew stronger. In every endeavor that they were part of, they were the first to do so at West Point. They had to learn and do at the same time, and they never backed down. Graduates, you have reached this academic goal, and you are ready for the next steps. We need you to be ready. You are our future. You are going to lead your community. You're going to determine the future of our world. You will create new ideas and technologies. You will raise families. You will serve others in many roles. You will solve problems that we cannot even imagine today. We need you, and you are ready. During graduations, we hear about being challenged and looking forward and remembering the past. We hear quotes and sayings. And here is one that, although it is too simple for the grandeur of tonight, I do believe that it meets the night and the challenge that you have. You can do hard things. Yep, I used that overused cliche. I sure did, right here on the microphone. You can do hard things. Why? Because you've already done them. We have watched you. All of us in this stadium, we watched and we saw what you are capable of. You are the bravest and the strongest graduates, and you showed us what Dragon Strong really means. You have already proven your strength and your character, and you have learned life lessons along the way. We could not be more proud of you than we are right now. Thank you for all that you have taught us and what you will do for the world as you leave us. So let's think back to where it all started. Do you remember a really hot day back in July of 2019 when we stood outside in the quad in our matching West Point t-shirts and we celebrated the first day of school ever at West Point? Well, I was going through some old pictures and I found an old picture of that day. And it brought back such good memories that I thought this was a great way for us to go forward tonight. So I'd like to ask two special guests to join me on stage, and that is Carmina Gregorio Rodos, the student picture, and Mrs. Nora Gutierrez, our superintendent. So when you look at that screen and you think about what happened that day, and no one absolutely could have told us what was coming for the next 3 years, and you overcame it all. That day we cut a red ribbon and we opened this school. We started a legacy together, and together tonight we celebrate where you have come since then. So before we award your diplomas, we will cut another red ribbon, marking the end of a journey and the beginning of the next. Congratulations to the class of 2022. Now it is my honor, as the principal of West Point High School, to certify that each of these students has met the requirements for graduation as set forth by the state of Arizona and the Tolleson Union High School District. Accordingly, I present this class to Dr. Elda Luna Najera, Vice President of the Tolleson Union High School District Governing Board, and respectfully request that you accept these graduates and that you confer diplomas upon them. And I present this class to Mr. Freddie Villone, the President of the Tolleson Union High School District, and respectfully request that you accept these graduates.
Thank you, Ms. Haskins. As a member of the Tolleson Governing Board of the Tolleson Union High School District, and by the authority vested in me by the Constitution and laws of the state of Arizona, I accept and confirm that the West Point High School class of 2022 has met the requirements for graduation.